Hello world, hello world. Welcome back to my channel. Call me Biz. Nate Bargatze. One day I think there's gonna be a compilation of me just messing up last names. I do apologize. But look, y'all know I'm trying to bring y'all new comedians, different ones. You know, I'm taking all suggestions. You feel me? I'm not just trying to bring y'all the same people all the time, even though I'm kind of used to those people and I love their comedy. I'm trying to bring y'all something different, all right? So here we are, seeing your wife's ex-boyfriend. Look, if you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know that you were here, all right? If you ain't got nothing to say, just be like, I was here. I appreciate it. That's love. No more ghost watching. Let's go ahead and watch. Whenever I see new comedians, it's only two ways it could go. You know, it's either it's not funny, actually three ways. It's not funny, it's okay, or it's hilarious. Of course, I want it to be hilarious, but let's watch.
I'm very excited to be here. My name is Nate. I'm married and stuff. This is what marriage feels like, by the way, what it feels like in here. Right now, it's just one person talking, the other's like, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm from Nashville, and me and my wife, we were in Nashville last summer, and we went out on the lake with some of our friends, and we were like floating around the water, and there was a guy in a boat like right next to us, and my wife was like, oh, that's my ex-boyfriend in that boat. Now, I didn't know who he was, so she didn't have to say that at all, you know? She was just basically like, you having fun? Because I like to put a stop to that. And make you stare at this guy the rest of the day. So I'm like staring at him, and then I look at my wife, and she's staring at him, and I feel like she's staring at him to see what her life would be like if she didn't marry me. So I started staring at him, because I was like, I'm gonna see what my life would be like if I didn't marry her, you know? And we were putting so much pressure on this guy. And we stared at him for a while. He did nothing exciting at all. And, you know, we looked back at each other and just realized, you know what, we don't have a boat. That's the only difference. My friends were like, you should have went and tried to fight him. Why didn't you go fight him? And I was like, well, I would have had to swim over to that fight. So I don't know how intimidating that is for a guy to see a head in a life jacket floating his way.
That's good.
And then I gotta get in the boat, you know? Like, have you ever tried to climb into a boat from water? It's not aggressive. It takes an hour if no one is in the boat. Like, if he's in there, I'm never gonna get in. I would need his help. I'd be like, could you help me into this boat?
Imagine.
I can't tell you why, but I really need in this boat.
That's good. I like that.
Me and my wife fight a lot, like normal, you know, like normal fighting. It's easy to fight when you're married, I think. Marriage and prison are the two easiest places to start to fight.
In school.
Everybody's really tense and on edge. You know, no one remembers why they got there. My wife will get mad like when I hang out with my buddies. She's always like, oh, you always have so much fun with your friends. You always laugh with them a lot. You know, you never laugh that much with me. It's like, yeah, I hang out with professional comedians. It's a pretty good time, you know? Like, they make jokes, new jokes every day. She doesn't make jokes ever. She makes a lot of lists. She does do lists, though. Just a ton.
She good at something.
She's in charge. She runs everything because she knows everything. Like, I don't know any stuff. Like, I don't know how much money we have. Like, could not even ballpark it. I don't even know where it's at. And I don't even know how to get it if I had to get it.
What? You ain't got a card.
What bank we go to? I don't know. Like, you know, I can't get robbed because, like, if some guy's like, let's go to the ATM, you know, it's like, well, I guess we gotta wait for my wife to get here. She can't leave me because I wouldn't know how to get stuff, you know? Like, she can't even die. If she starts dying, I'll die so much faster than her because I don't know what to do. Like, I don't have to call her mom and be like, hey, did she ever bring up bank stuff to you at all? Did you ever talk about that? Or what did she do for a living? Do you know? Yeah. What was her deal? My job is like, you know, like you gotta protect, I guess, the house, I guess. I don't know. If someone comes in, I don't have a gun to protect us. I have a pocket knife. That's what I have next to the bed. Like, that could do nothing. I could hope to aggravate him at best, you know? Like, I'd cut him, he would rip my shirt, and he would kill both of us. That's best case scenario with the pocket. I don't know how to use this knife in the middle of the day, much less I'm gonna wake up out of a dead sleep and have some kind of knife skill I've never had before. So what we do is we sleep strategically in our bed to like prepare for an attack. You know, like I'm here, like she's here. She's like closest to the door, but it's, you know, she doesn't even know there's a strategy. So
What's the strategy?
it just,
What's your
so the plan is like the guy's gonna come in, right? And she's gonna lunge at him. She'll lunge. She'll probably be like, oh, I felt like I got pushed. And I'm like, well, you don't know what lunging means. She'll lunge, she'll put up a good fight, all right? At least a good enough fight that I can be practicing with my knife on my side. Just a little, you know, ready for him. That's when...
That's a good strategy.
We have a daughter now, and so it's getting, you know, 2-year-old daughter, it's getting pretty serious between me and my wife now, and
Oh, man.
it's, I don't know. I was living in New York when my daughter was to be born. She was not born here, though. We flew home. She was born in Tennessee. I didn't want her to be born in New York, you know? I don't need her growing up thinking she's better than me.
Fucking New Yorkers, man.
Yeah. I was like, you start where we start, all right? No one gets a leg up in this family. It was wild. I remember like on the way to the hospital, I was like telling my wife, I was like, look, I don't want to see anything, all right? It's gonna be gross. I wished it was like the 50s when they didn't even let men in the hospital, but it's not. Now doctors are like, do you want to deliver the baby? Why don't you do most of it?
What? I ain't doing your job.
They just pull the baby out and they're like, here, cut the umbilical cord. They just told you to do it real fast. I didn't take a class. They just act like I'm the guy that cuts umbilical cords at the hospital. I almost cut the wrong part, like, you know, I don't know what it is. And they're like, that's not right. I was like, well, why don't you do it? You did go to doctor school for this. Why am I doing minor surgery right now? I mean, is it cheaper? If it's not cheaper, I don't want to do it, all right?
It's supposed to be spiritual.
And then they just hand you your baby, and they're like, all right, I'll see it. Like, doctors are so unimpressed with birth. And they're like, good luck. And then I remember the first question I asked, I was like, how much do you feed it? It sounded like I was buying a hamster at a pet store, where do they figure it out on their own? Or the big message they tell you, they're like, all right, whatever you do, let's just try not to shake this baby. That's the number one goal. And they tell it to you almost like, obviously you're gonna wanna shake the baby, but it would be just so awesome if you just did not shake this baby. And then I watched a video of a guy, and he was like, here's what I do when I feel like I want to shake my baby.
Is that
like, he was like, I take walks, you know? I walk about 70 miles a day. I walk a lot. I've barely seen this baby. And then I signed a certificate like I was in kindergarten that said, all right, I'm not gonna shake the baby. Like, quit asking me. I didn't even think of it till you guys brought it up.
You put that shit in my head.
I've never heard the word shake so much in my entire life. Like, that's all we talked about for 3 days. And the first night we got her home, I remember she was like crying for like 6 hours, and you're like delirious and confused. And I was like with my wife, and I was like, wait, are we supposed to shake this baby? Like, is that what they said, dude? We didn't shake her, so I feel like I gotta say that. Like, you guys don't have to call somebody. We have rocked her pretty hard, though, but it's, you know.
Man, shout out to Nate, man. Nate was really funny. Yo, I do have a rule though. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, right? I don't like holding babies. First of all, babies are just so soft. Like, I just feel like I'm the type of person, I have the type of luck that I would be the one to drop your baby. I don't want to do it. I don't like holding them when they're young. I'm not friends with them when they're at the baby stage. I don't want to change no diapers. I don't want to do none of that shit. All right, look, when your baby could walk, then we could be friends. All right. If your baby can't walk, we can't be friends. I'll look at the baby. I'll be like, oh my God, that's a baby. It's a cute baby or whatever parents be wanting to hear about their babies. Everybody think their baby's cute. It's not the case, but you know, I've seen some ugly babies. But yeah, man, shout out to Nate. I thought Nate was hilarious. I did. I like his calm delivery. That joke about his wife. His wife sleeping near the door. I already knew where he was going with it. Hey man, you gotta use her as bait. That's the only way. That's like working together, you know. You use her as bait, and you know, while she's wrestling with this burglar dude, then you could think of a real plan because she's buying you time to think, and you're not acting irrationally, you know. You just want to make sure that she knows how to duck and she don't take too many hits. Make it hard for the burglar. Don't just go out there and get your ass whooped and make me look bad. You feel me? So I got you, Nate. Anyways, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Also, let me know what's next from Nate, and I got you, all right? And I'll see you in the next one, and guess what? You better be there. Peace.